Necromancer script constructed. Some books escaped from my library. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SpellForce, Conquest of Eo. I'm Neodyinamite, and today, ladies and gentlemen, well, we are taking a look at the new game, a new strategy game, a new turn-based strategy game. Now, before we're gonna start, there are actually 3 things I would like to mention you before we're gonna try to attempt any combat in this game. First of all, the key has been supplied by THQ Nordic, which I am very grateful for. This is, of course, the, it's coming from the SpellForce franchise. If you don't know SpellForce, well, I feel really sorry for you right now. We've actually played through SpellForce, well, a little tiny bit. We've played through SpellForce Soul Harvest, and we've played a little bit through the Forgotten God. I think that was the other DLC that I have played. I actually would like to return to that DLC at some point in my life, so we will see what the future is gonna bring us. So those are like the 2 things that I've mentioned. And the third thing is that, well, how to put it? You guys know that I play a variety of strategy games. I'm not exactly maybe really good at them, but there was a strategy game some time ago that I've played was called Fantasy General 2. A very awesome game, a very good game. And apparently the developers of that game are also responsible for SpellForce Conquest of Eo. I'm not exactly sure how this thing came to be, but I'm happy. I'm proud. Okay, maybe I'm not exactly proud, but I hope you get my drift. Because Fantasy General was a very good strategy game. I've enjoyed it a lot. Sure, I didn't finish it. Duh! Yeah, I know, I suck sometimes. But you swallow. I haven't finished those games, but I had a lot of good memories. I had a lot of good fun with those titles. And I'm actually wondering how the developers approached SpellForce. The music, of course, is just a pistol of the stones. It's very good. I like it already. The menu itself is just like, so good. But let's actually try to jump into the campaign and see how far we're gonna go. Oh my god, we have different playstyles. Okay, so we are an alchemist, master of bottled elements, brew potions, and concoctions to support the soldiers in combat. The necromancer. Be a necromancer and an artist of life and death. Harvest souls from the bodies of the fallen to create your horde and flood the lands with your servants. Playstyle. You prefer big armies, but will happily sacrifice individual units. Artificial. Be artificial, create a magic of items. You prefer quality over quantity and like to buff up individual units. Custom mage. Ooh, you can make yourself custom. That's interesting. You prefer lots of options in combat to overcome the odds with clever use of your resources. Okay, let's actually see maybe what the custom has to offer. Alchemy. Oh, so this is how it goes. So this time I'm gonna go necromancy. Learn the best ways to weaken your enemies and charge them. Okay, so this is primary school. Guardian. Protect and strengthen your troops. Play with the might of your own or the enemy's troops. Manipulate the local population into loving you. Nature. Bend flora and fauna to your will. Boost your ranks and improve your troops. Okay. Enchantment. Summon and improve. Oh, monsters. Enable your troops to reach more places with ease and research new spells faster. Ooh. Earth Master. Improve your crafting and shape the earth to enchant your troops or share more of its resources with you. Create and maintain undead units or corrupt and enslave the living. Huh. Interesting options over here. So for example, if I would go with maybe summon and improve. Okay, let's go with enchantment. Choose your secondary school. Okay, so let's try to go with death. Choose your starting location. I see, the Beast of Valley, pleasant. I'm not exactly sure. Tough, brutal. Okay, so if I'm gonna go with this one, choose your difficulty. Start the campaign. Really now? So let's actually try to stick to maybe Explorer and see how far I'm be able to go with the campaign. Because, you know, it goes different ways now and then. So, you know, I want to actually try to progress somehow over here. So let's start ourselves the actual campaign. I wonder where this thing is gonna go, because so far it feels like a skirmish game, then it actually feels like a campaign game. So I want to see how this thing is gonna actually progress. So I've picked, just, you know, for magic, I've picked the specialization of Necromancer. For the first magic I went with Earth Magic. For the second magic I went with Mantle Magic. And, well, how bad or good my decision was? Let's find out. When a message from your master told you he had discovered a way to channel the Alfire and urged you to come to his tower, you quickly gathered you intonation set out. The letter contained more than his notes and a small flute. He seems to fear running afoul of the circle of mages, the most powerful covenant of magic users on Eo. His tower, now before you, bears signs of a terrible battle having raged here. To the tower immediately. Welcome to SpellForce Conquest of Eo, Great Mage. You can disable the tutorials. No, I don't want to. Okay, you can move the camera, left click and stuff like that. Look at this thing, this is pretty. Wow. Awaiting orders, guarding post. This is a location that provides you with resources when inside your domain or affects a stack when the stack enters its hex. Some locations have bones you can collect that recharge on a weekly basis. The Master's Tower. There is the main adventure here. You will have to resolve it to proceed with the main story and ultimately win the game. You should always prioritize attempting to those adventures to further your progress. Your home and study amidst your domain. Units here regenerate daily 100% health. You have a main adventure here. I am so pretty. This is a stack. Stack can contain several units but are limited to only one apprentice or hero. Use stacks to explore the world, battle enemies. Okay. Select a stack, improve your course area, add movement points. Okay, so this is like a typical strategy, turn-based strategy. What the fuck is this? A mine. Good. Okay, can I claim this? Nice running. So, enables hiring of soldiers when inside your domain. Okay, so I don't have my domain over here. Right. So we have to basically go to the Master's Tower. There's a mine over here. The corpses and debris marking the fight inside the great hall of your Master's Tower fill you with grief over him. Instantly, your hands go to the flute he sent you with the letter. You trace the fine carvings with your fingers and memorize of your time here float your mind. Suddenly, the flute seems to hum and vibrate, and a small sound emanates from it. It's a vibrator of the ancient times. Examine the flute. The sound morphs into a flute melody, and with all shadowy images slowly begin to appear across the hall. Figures take form, becoming more soiled and taking the shape of two groups facing each other, weapons drawn. You see your old master leading one of the groups. This must be the Battle of the Tower. Revisit the battle, combat tutorial. With pleasure! Why there's a gigantic golem over there? I don't want to face the gigantic golem, please. Combat is the heart of your path to victory. It's played attending turns, okay. The defending army begins. Okay, so the defending army begins. What the heck is going on over here? Here they come! Get ready, boys! Nice, yeah, keep grouping together. What the fuck is that thing? Your turn. That's your time to act. Select individual. Each unit has 3 actions available per turn. You may spend all of them on attack, execute abilities, or use up or 2 for movement during your turn. Or use up to 2 for... Okay, so I can use 2 for movement. Ice Golem. An Ice Golem is an elemental being. Very good in defenses and at taking the brunt of most enemy attacks. Instead of attacking, you should guard it with it, so it takes even less damage during the opponent. Okay. Cold Snap ability can be used to damage the number of enemies in the area around it, but isn't very effective against demons. Is this a demon? Demons. The opponent has sent demons against you. Those ferocious close combat fighters have high elemental resistance and armor, so they take less damage from your unit's elemental attacks. Try weakening their resistance with your pyromancers, or engage them with your phantom warriors, which deal white damage. Phantom warriors. The Phantom warriors are ethereal creatures with high physical elemental resistances, perfect for opponents as demons deal those type of damage. Okay, what about this fucker? So you are a core dweller. Fearless. This unit is immune to fear. Wanna bet? Pyromancers. Dwarven pyromancers are massive elemental damage that cast fireballs from the air, from the afar. They are weak in close combat but have several useful spells. Elemental weaknesses make enemies more susceptible to elemental damage, while flame armor improves the defenses. Okay. So you have a bunch of spells, I guess. So can I check somehow on the fly what exactly the demon... aha! The unit details. So, what you got? Resistance to elements. There we go. Fearless. Elemental resistances. Reduces damage taken from elemental attacks and increases the chance to resist certain status effects. So, Ashen Ones. tier 1 demon. Ooh, sounds deadly. So you have 50% of damage resistance. Okay, what about you? Who the fuck are you? What are you? This is a tier 2 demon. Look at him! He looks like my ex. Traverse mountains, fire breath, elemental resistance 50%. Okay. So my units over here. Let's see. Reduce damage taken from elemental attacks. Physical resistance. Okay. Okay. Elemental weaknesses. Apply encounter to enemy units in 1 radius around this position. For range. Elemental resistance. Fireball. So there's no point of sending fireballs towards those enemies. I could try to weaken them. Deals 10% of maximum health as elemental damage and reduces will. Hey! This thing has almost 300 hit points, so getting this shit on abilities. Yeah, I get it. Abilities usually requires focus to use. So do this. Do this. Cast. Why I cannot cast it? Apply fair amount to any allied unit in 5 range. I want you to cast it. There we go. Okay, you go here. Right, so if I'm ordered to don't try to attack, deals elemental damage, guard. Oh, wait. You still have movement, right? So if I'm gonna move you here. Hello! Enter. Okay, so he's on guard. I hope that this fucker. Okay, you go back. A tile. Let's see what's your range. Okay, so you cannot go here, right? You cannot pass my golem right now because he's guarding this area. So you are stuck in this place. I don't think I want you to get attacked by those fuckers, but I'm gonna put you over here and I'm gonna tell you to guard. It's perfect strategy! Okay, I think I got everything. End the turn. You just ended your turn. Any unit with action left will enter the guard stance, guarding instances and units' defenses, and makes it immune to flanking. Oh! Hold on, this is important. Guarding increases a unit's defenses and makes it control all the hexes around it. Ah! Instead of just in front of it. And makes it immune to flanking. Huh. Units also replenish their free actions at the end of their turn. Interesting. Hello! Good! Retaliations. This unit just related because it was attacked in melee combat. Each retaliation uses up an action, so if a unit retaliates 3 times, it can no further retaliate and won't have any actions left on its next. Oh! Oh, that's pretty important. Status effects. Some RPs may confer status effects on a unit. So yeah. Alright. So you counter it 3 times, and now you cannot counter anymore because you don't have any more action points. Ow! Interesting. Right, so you get over here. Ah, so you can now move. So I will have to do something good about that thing. So you're all resistant to elemental damage. Why I cannot cast this thing? Ah, because you still have the spell. Good, so I'm gonna cast element. Oh, that's a lot of. Wait, is this friendly fire? No, it's not. Ha! Perfect. All right, charge, my warriors! Charge and kill the filth that dares to conquer Eo. Resistant. I don't think so. Did you move? Okay, you've used all of your movement points, which is kind of boring. Oh, I'm gonna make very little damage over here. Go here. Attack! Good. Right, now let's hope that they're actually gonna try to focus on the golem. Whoa! Ow! Good. Keep fighting, my golem. Keep fighting for the glory of the king. The one true king. Ow. Can you stop? Thank you. Right, this unit is gonna die. Let's see. Do I have any... What? What? Why I cannot cast this? What? There's a cooldown over here? Huh. Okay, so we got some fire damage. So let's cast fireballs on this one thing. Cast fireballs! Yay! 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 That was worth it. Alright, you finish this fucker. Good job! Disoriented. Oh, don't you worry about... Oh, I should have probably like left the attack movement on this guy. Oh, you're gonna take some serious damage. Sure, why not? Here, take it in the face! Spartans! But there's some ghosts. I don't care. They have the will and soul of a Spartan. Okay, there we go. So this guy won't be able to attack anymore. And thank you. Yeah, come on closer so I can hit you in the face. Frostbite. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, can we do some damage? Yes, we can. Okay, finish this fucker. Good. Good. Very good. Now we can damage him and kill him. Go back to the shadows. And you can actually go over here and try to finish this guy. One more time. Shield to shield. Spears up front. Okay, you fucking failed it. I'm highly disappointed in you. Ow. Goodbye. Victory! Why is this even a surprise to me? You are filled with hope and a touch of confusion as your master's forces dispatch the intruders. Yet another robed figure enters the picture. With a leisurely wave of their hands, your master's remaining forces helplessly dissolve into ash. Silent cries of agony etched into their faces. The ash is scattered into the wind, and the robed figure walks towards the stairs as if nothing happened. Follow them! All of a sudden, the figurine turns on you, raises their hand, and the flute illusionary images vanishes abruptly. Did the magic end? Or did the robed figure cast some kind of abjuration to prevent being spied upon? You find yourself nervously looking around for any sign of the robed figure is still here, but the tower lies empty now. Impressions of the fighting will play on their mind as you slowly walk on the endless stairways. The tower damaged and deserted still retains your master's presence somehow, willing you onward. Whatever happened here will not be forgotten. You are sure that there is more to discover. Your master was always adept at hiding his secrets, but you are determined to uncover them. Set up the tower. You take stock. The entry hall, golden silver chandelier has been stolen and soft carpets are gone. Your master towers was not just attacked but also robbed, it appears. On closer inspection, there are several tracks out of the tower. Traces of torn fabrics and dropped cutlery lead to a goblin camp not far from here. Go to the goblin camp and find the thieves. Aha! A goblin camp. Filth. Okay. Whoa! Yay! This is your tower. It's your home and study, where trained troops will appear and your magical zone of influence called your domain emits from. Should the tower even be taken by enemies, your career as a mage is over. Okay, so don't lose it no matter what. As a mage domain, collaborate collects resources and effects. Okay, more buildings deplete after a while when inside the domain. Most buildings deplete. Okay, a mage domain grows with their tower level. So you wanna tell me that this thing eventually is gonna deplete itself? What the fuck is this? House though plant or ore. You need to move. Example workers. Harvesting takes several turns. Oh, it's a harvesting field. How lovely. Lots stashes. Come into various forms and can be collected by moving. Okay, mana stash. Unexplored location. Explore the site to increase your mana reserve. Okay, what about this thing? Mineable location. Copper vein. Hostile guards. It's an enemy stack. Having taken location of value, they will guard the surrounding area and fight anyone who dares to come close. How about we get a nuke it? Can I actually enter the tower somehow? Let's see, inventory, tower. Tower rooms. This is overview of tower floors and rooms. You can invest resources, yada yada. Okay, click to build a room. Rooms require several turns to build. Necromancer script. Build time 1 turn. Can only be built once. Built from the stones of desecrated graveyards, this room allows you to craft all manner of undead. Yes! Okay, it's gonna take some time. Okay, I need mana crystals and I need something else to actually craft the other things. So you know what? Let's send units first over here. End of your turn. Good. Undiscover it. Something is moving in the shadows. Necromancer script constructed. Some books escaped from my library. You wander the old familiar rooms of the tower, lost in memories of your time here as an apprentice. The place was clearly searched through before the goblins ransacked it. Your master's crafting room has been depleted, most of the other chambers ravaged. Whatever did this left no stone unturned. Buried beneath the top-plated bookcase in your master's gutted library, you find an old grimoire. Evidently, you open the heavy tome. Many of its beautiful illustrations pages have been torn out, but you still see bits and pieces of your master's legible script. He was always sincere about his arcane research, often writing in code. Try to decipher the grimoire. You look for the first spell he taught you, carefully flipping the large pages to one of the bookmarks attached to the spine. You can indeed make out some of the basics, others you can almost decipher. This needs further study. You gaze around the room, imagining a treasure trove of arcane knowledge hidden among the scattered scrolls and torn books. A lifetime of magical study at your disposal. I got 10 research. I will not leave until I have recovered my master's knowledge of magical diddles. Exploring mana stash! You found 10 mana! Okay, so we got some mana. No research selected. Let's try to select actually some research. Your master's grimoire is source of constant discoveries and mythical knowledge, schools of magic, research, cast spells and stuff like that. Okay. Grimoire navigation, using bookmarks. Necromancer spells. Apprentice spell page. Earthmaster spell. Ooh. Sniff gold. Instant. Having a nose for precious metals have always been a sought after blessing. This grants you the rare sense temporarily revealing the untapped gold nearby. Huh, okay, that could be useful actually. Room blueprints. So I see I have to actually do relieve a besieged city in the east. Huh, okay. I think craft for undead, so I cannot do anything with this shit. What about this thing? Summon enchant wisps. Credit the armor of all units in the target stack. Ooh, all units. Okay. Battle-worn troops feel warm embrace as their master focuses the stored powers on the location. So this is like a healing, but healing for undead? I don't think that's gonna be a good idea. So let's for now start with enchantments, you know. Let's actually try to get more units and we'll see how far that thing is gonna go. Right, can I go into the goblin camp? Enables hiring of goblins when inside your domain. Okay, control of this location is confined. Let's find about that thing, shall we? From the camp you make out a loud and obnoxious squeezable of goblins. It appears that they are fighting over loot from the tower, screaming at each other at top of their lungs. Ambush them. Leads to combat. Wait and watch. You watch and wait for the goblins to do even more damage to each other. But one talks at another one's nose and points to a direction, screeching. Call out? The goblins stop the screams just long enough to stare at you. Then fall over one after another, trying to flee the camp. Don't let them go! Okay, combat preview. Shown fight, you can choose enemy stacks at the bottom of the screen. When being attacked, you can also choose to retreat, which will cause your units some damage before running away. The enemies may still come after them to attack. Okay, so it works more or less like in, let's say, Total War. Domain, combat. This battle takes place in mage's domain. Domains affect battle or battlings units in various types. Hover over the icon to see the details. Hover over the icon. Which icon? This icon? This icon? That icon? Decisive victory. Defender orcs. Domain of you. Okay. So what does this red thingy mean? So I'm gonna lose some units around here? Auto resolve? Oh, that they're gonna take serious damage. After the battle, surviving humans gain a lot of experience based on the enemies they have defeated. Good. Zombies are getting experience points. The now quiet camp is littered with goblin corpses. They were crying and using some of the master's tools as well as small amounts of coins. So I got some glyphs. I got a bomb. And I got some gold. As you turn to leave, a few goblins emerge from the hiding behind one of the dirty tents. One of them, wearing a hood made of torn silk cloth, waves externally at you.
You! I remember you! One of Master's puppies, yes, yes! We serve Master. Not like this. Karak here.
He spits at that goblin emphatically. Bowing, he adds,
We serve you now, yes, yes. You give us shiny, we fight for you. Show you where more Master's things are.
Show them then. The goblins point to 2 stacks of chests and stack not far from where you stand. Let's collect those. Okay. Heading from domain. Limiting certain locations within your domain allows you to hire specific units from your tower. The goblin then enables you to hire goblin brawlers, goblin archers, and goblin shamans now. Ooh. Okay, so I'm guessing this has to go from the tower, but I am heavily damaged, by the way. Alrighty. So there's some treasures around here. I really need to actually do something to heal myself right now. Inventory. Okay, so that's my inventory. Experience points, Dwarving Nation, remains. Okay, what about this thing? Hiring. Hire units from the screen. Hire units tier the stronger that unit is. That doesn't always apply, by the way. So for example, Goblin Shaman is level 2. Required turns. It's gonna take 5 turns for him to get summoned here. Upkeep. The amount of gold that units must be paid each round. Ooh. Alright, I would like to hire you. Crafting and hiring slots. You can do so much at once. Crafting and hiring slots are limited. They will display below. Okay, so it's gonna take 5 turns to summon 1 unit. You have no free hiring slots available. Ooh. Alright. So can I go over here? No movement point. Okay. So, oh, level up available. I can level you up. Oh, those are goblins? Really? I took goblins into the fight? Level up. Willpower, melee damage. Let's go with melee damage, I guess. Level up. Ah, so you get different damage against units with armored. Sure, I guess. Okay, anything else? No spells selected. What the fuck is this? So wait, this thing is different and this thing is different? To cast a spell, you must select it from your grimoire and amass the required mana to pay its cost. Each day, you automatically invest mana towards completing the spell. The investment is limited by your mastery, which limits how much mana you can spend on spell and casting each day. Once it's ready, the indicator on the left of your screen will flash and you'll be able to cast the spell. Aha! No idea. Wounded units! You have wounded units in your morale and fantastic units regenerate a small percentage of their health each day. While unit and wounded undead units, it's terrible English, have to find more creative way. Slaughtering the children, move units into a building or cast a spell to aid with the regeneration. With time, I found gold! Gold nugget. Thank you. And let's go over here. Treasury! So now what? What, that's it? That's the end of the tutorial? Can I get actually over here? No, I don't think so. Movement modes. Different units with you stack and have different movement modes, allowing them to travel further or even across otherwise impossible terrain. A stack must contain only units with same movement mode to profit. Okay, so just like in Age of Wonders, I guess. Right, so for example, this unit can move like a little bit. If I would have like a unit that can go through mountains, then sure, but you know. Okay, this is so far so simple. What are your next steps? The destruction of your master's towers must mean he uncovered something of the Alfire's secrets, which the circle guards ferociously. You can restore the contents of his grimoire, but his tower needs rebuilding too. If the circle is behind this disappearance, you must expect them to come for you as well. Maybe they know of your discovery already. What exactly is the circle? The Circle of Mages, a covenant of most powerful magi on Eo. This supposedly protect all precautions of magic, fostering knowledge of the mystical arts, but they are also the only living beings who have begun to master the Alfire Smite, having recently discovered that the key to the Smite on the far-away continent of Xiu. Now, they bear others from partaking in the Alfire's immense power, claiming it to be dangerous for the Untainted to handle. I will have to treat carefully. Taking proper stock of your master's laboratory, you find very little more than empty vials and contents that have, like everything else, been searched through. It was clearly not the work of goblins. You can make out tracks of a cart leading to a nearby hamlet you passed on your way here. Did the villagers plunder the tower after this was abandoned too? I suppose I should check in with them too. Hello! How you doing? Okay, so if I'm gonna go here... The village's inhabitants eye you with enough air of hostility when you arrive. Children are called inside. Some of the villagers arm themselves with tools and sticks. Good luck, you're facing a necromancer. Your band rigs them cursedly in return. A burly black-haired man brandishes a cudgel, steps towards and says, "There's nothing for you here!" Scared them into submission. The village remained defiant.
We won't return the ingredients. The apprentices left them as payment for helping him flee. We got them fair and square. You can't just take them from us.
Return them to me or pay the price in blood. I'm not here to just take things. Let's trade. The villagers barely budged, but after a moment, one of the elders steps forward hesitantly.
We were afraid he would bewitch us. The old wizard's apprentice thought they would come after him and take back the items he gave us. We wanted to trade them in the city to buy clothes for our children. I don't care, they belong to me by right. I have no intentions on harming you. Let's trade this time.
Trade? But we trade? The elder stares at you, slow to collect himself and call out to his people. The mage's troops are here to trade! All those around him begin to relax. He leans into a squint as you.
You are not playing a cruel trick on us. You really wish to trade for our goods?
Of course not. You fools! Now hand over your possession. Yes, trade. I may be a necromancer, but I'm not... Well, you will all serve me in death anyway.
We humbly apologize for our behavior. Now, what would you wish to trade for the goods?
5 gold. I pay you for ingredients. Mana can perform some cantrips for a few ingredients. Let's pay you with gold, I guess. The villagers gladly accept the coin you gave them for their wares, but seem happy for you to leave. Pleasure doing business! So I got Lesser Feral Soul, Arcane Soul, Charged Crystal, Eternal Flame, plus 22 in Undiscovered Faction. Okay. And Finion Beer. Huh, great. I mean, you know, the undead don't actually drink, but thanks for that. As I leave, you think about the apprentices the village kept speaking of. Perhaps you can find them. They may be able to shed some light on your master's fate. So what exactly can I do with this? Grants faster than additional units herring when inside your domain. Oh, okay. What the fuck is this bar, by the way? What's this? What is this thing? Is this like the level of the tower? So once it's gonna go full, it's gonna increase its domain range? I have no idea. Necromancy. This is a necromantic crypt. Here you can create and reanimate variety of undead minions. Crafting works by investing ingredients that contain essences to reach thresholds. The essences are elemental, arcane, life, and death. A threshold is when you combine 3, 6, or 9 essences of the same element. Okay, drag it and whatever. So... Undead created out of this soul gain pack tactics. For each ally with pack tactics in their stack, this unit gains +1 damage. I could use this for something. Soul. Ah, so we have a soul. Aha, ingredients. How does the fucking ingredients work? No idea. Remains. First, move a soul from your inventory. Next, add items from your inventory containing death essence into the ingredient slots to negate any life essence remaining from your recipe. Ah, okay, so this one has one life essence, this one has one life essence, this one has one life essence. Once you have no life left, you will be able to craft your first recipe. Okay, so if I'm gonna go with this one, for example. Okay. Craft button. So I will get ghouls, and then you're gonna have the pack tactics. Craft. Rise! Rise and serve me once again in death! And also finish with this thing. Summon a group of wisps. They are fast scouts and can melt with fire nodes. Yes. Oh, so I'm preparing a spell now. Okay. Let's see. Dwarven Vault, Tower Room. Dwarf fortified underground house with the old artifact magic. The main of those glyphs can be changed with wishing for good fortune and gold. That's a lot of research. Do I have anything else? No. 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 Actually, maybe I could try to go with this one. Can I go with this one? Yay! So I want to see what exactly is gonna happen if I'm gonna go into this thing. Nothing. Waiting orders. Okay, so that didn't give me anything. What exactly am I supposed to do right now? They have like some type of a quest? Factions? Okay, no master here. Faction promotions, no here. Active spells, nothing. Stacks. Heroes. In dire need. Construction site. You have an adventure here. Oh, really? Okay, let's go. Howdy! I'm almost there. Okay, I'm trying to also summon some more units, by the way. Yay! Your master's massive spoke of an Alfire source he discovered not far from here. Now that you have established yourself in it, is how it's time for you to search it. You eagerly saw the scabblings of any hint to the source's location. It must be closer to the tower, else your master would not have set up the abode here. Eventually, you find the location noted in your master's grimoire. It is not even a day walk from the tower. But how to access the Alfire? As many as have found out to determine, no mortal may touch the Alfire without being consumed. The circle only recently discovered how the master is power, and they will not teach their secrets to anyone. But your master once described a theory of his, of a magical conduit. By summoning an eternal creature to melt with the Alfire source and attaining the connection to it after it has been consumed, you may be able to channel some of the Alfire's power into yourself. A wisp may do the trick. An eternal being often used by mages as scouts or messengers. Let's summon a wisp and try. Aha. Okay, so first things first, because I'm already over here. When you enter the market, you find most stalls empty. Only a handful of people cluttered around the well. Okay, as I thought, the water is poisonous. Alas, my culprits are empty. I am unable to help. Your well is poisoned. How this happen? The people started explaining their desperate attempts to stop a pest. We thought those large insects were gone, but just as they emerged, they eat our crops, kill our animals. We had no choice but to stop them, so we turned to poison. Unfortunately, it seems they have soaked into the grounds and reached our wells. Whatever drinks from them gets sick. We don't have the resources to heal so many. A lot already drank from the water. How can we cleanse this water? If you had more healing herbs, you could eliminate the poison and I can provide directions. If you are willing to bring us some, I know multiple sources, but we only need a little. You can keep the rest of compensation for your work. Ah, of course, that's the opposite side of the fucking map. What the fuck is this? Enemies will emerge from here. The what now? Okay, that one's fine, but this one is apparently not fine. That's very unfine. And this one is... What are those? Aggressive ants? Huh. Okay, well I can only get this close. Can I actually get here? Wait, what's this? Army, owned by you. No, what's this? Ritual altar. The number of turns until this location resources run out. Ooh! Okay, interesting. So this is like unlimited, I guess. And this is limited? Okay. How I can hire more units? Undead units cannot regenerate life naturally. You need to find other ways to heal them. Okay, I got a stack here. No, that's a funny stack. Can I tell you guys somehow to... Okay, that's a goblin shaman. That's fine, but I want you... How I can... Fire unit, close. Now I want you to move... I don't think I can tell them to, like, join my army over here? Waiting orders. How does it work? Fire a unit. Do you really want to fight this unit? No. I want you to swap to the different army. Ah, this is how you do it. You have to press the foot button. There we go. Okay, you can now join this army over here. Yay! Okay, and the ghouls can actually go on a little bit of exploring. Oh, what's this? A grand silo. Really? And there's something over here. Right, so those are gonna be the things, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna hopefully worry about in the future episodes. If you want to try this awesome game yourself, there's gonna be a link in the description below, as always. So go ahead, give it a try. Let me know what you think. I honestly hope spell upkeep. Okay, I honestly hope you're gonna have great fun with it. I like where this thing is going. Obviously this is SpellForce, right? Even that this is like turn-based strategy game, this is still SpellForce. A very, 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 very good franchise. A franchise that I actually grew up a little bit as a kid because I've played quite a lot of SpellForce 1. Haven't played that much of SpellForce 2, I have to admit. But SpellForce 3 I think is like one of the games. Like, if not for the story, if not for the music or for the units, you just want to play it for the visuals. Like, the visuals of SpellForce 3 are so goddamn good. Like, wow. At some point, you're not even sure are you playing a strategy game or playing a role-playing game. But anyway, for now, I'm not making too much, so I think this is actually a good moment to leave this episode as over here. We're gonna see where this thing is gonna progress. And, well, I want to see we'll actually be able to conquer Eo. Well, that's gonna be the thing for the future. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks, subs a lot. See you in the next video.